See, a lot of you want to get jacked, and I totally get it. But the one thing that you have to understand with getting jacked is it's not just a physical thing. It is an all-encompassing, what we like to call here, multi-dimensionally jacked, right? So I'm gonna help you understand what this means, because a lot of you think it's just a physical thing, but it's not. It's mental, it's also physical, it's also financial, it's also everything else. It encompasses everything, but the foundation is being physically jacked. This is what I've mastered to then go on and learn to master business, which is why I've started many different businesses. It's the foundation of how I've been able to do it. And this is how you're gonna be able to do it. But again, the first thing you have to understand is getting jacked is all about vitality. So what is vitality? Vitality is a holistic way of looking at being in shape, being jacked. It's all about being jacked in other areas of your life, or having the physical foundation to then have everything else be spilled over, for it to be spilled over to everything else, right? So you have to understand, with vitality, you have to be mentally resilient. You have to have a mental state that is unbreakable. This is what the man with vitality has, right? Not just physical, but it also has a lot to do with the mental. So a lot of people, when they go on their journey of getting jacked, they're one-dimensional, right? So they don't understand that getting jacked is all about actually growing your vitality, having a larger-than-life persona, having a larger-than-life mentality. This is what the vital man has, and this is what you need to develop as you are on your journey of getting jacked. All the stuff that I teach you, training, nutrition, mindset, all of that stuff carries over, because the minute that you can dial in the physical foundations of yourself is when everything else will become significantly easier. See, with vitalism, the vitality of a man, he's never tired, right? He can work relentlessly throughout the day. There's never a lapse in his judgment. There's never a lapse in his performance, because he has physically mastered himself. He's mastered his metabolism. He's mastered his energy. He's mastered everything through physical endurance, through physical training. And that's why most of you need to focus on that, because that is what's going to help you kickstart your vitality, right? Everybody has the ability to be in great shape when it comes to vitality. They have the ability to be able to do everything else around them, as long as they can be in great physical shape. I will not stop talking about this, because it has changed my life, and it has changed the lives of many men that I've worked with. By the way, if you want one-on-one coaching, tap in the link in the description. I can help you. Physical, training, nutrition, mindset, everything will be handled one-on-one with me. But back to what I was saying, vitality is interesting, because nobody thinks about vitality. Everyone thinks about the physical side of things and why you need to be in shape for the physical. And it's important, right? People start to see you a different way. People start to feel your energy. Your aura changes when you get jacked physically. And that's what's going to help you mentally, because your confidence is going to go up. You're going to start to understand what to do, when to do it. You're going to be a lot more decisive. Your brain is going to fire at rapid rates to actually perceive the information in the environment around you to make the best decision. Right? So a lot of this also comes with nutrition. You have to have a highly nutritious diet. Whole food diet is what I like to say. You must have a whole food diet that allows for you to have the nutrients that you need to have vitality. See, vitality also has to deal with the skin, right? When you are on your journey of getting jacked, you're eating the nutrition that you need. Your skin will start to glow. You will start to have an aura around you that people will be attracted to you, which will help you in social situations. And it's the same when it comes to business. People will trust you more, because you will have that vitality. Vitality is the human signal that you are a successful figure that is to be trusted. Most of you are not a successful figure that could be trusted, because you have not mastered the basic foundation. See, I've always said this, getting jacked is a high ROI, low investment activity, right? So you're basically asymmetrically going to increase. Asymmetrics essentially means at the bottom, there's a low risk level, and there's a high reward level. Right, you always want to play asymmetrical games, asymmetrical bets. You always want to place asymmetrical bets. And you need to make that asymmetrical bet on your body, because the ROI that you're going to get with that is beyond just you looking good. I know we all want to look good. I know we all want to make sure that we're attractive to women, because biologically that's what we want, right? But women are actually attracted to the vitality of a man, not just the physical body, right? This is what a lot of gym cells don't understand, because they've over leveraged the physical, and they have not touched the mental. They have not transferred the work that they've put in the physical to the mental. They haven't transferred the work that they put in to business, right? My goal here is to help you transfer all of the gains that you get, all of the physique changes that you make to then translate that to other areas of your life. See, a lot of people start with business, but then they have a rocky foundation because they can't sustain that business because they get too overly stressed, or they get to a point where they don't have enough health reserves to be able to maintain. Business is highly destructive, right? So if business is a destructive activity, you need to have the vitality to be able to sustain in your business activities. And it's the same with social situations. If you want to make more friends, people like people who have vitality, who are jacked in all areas of their life. That is what makes you an ultimate man. But you cannot overly emphasize the physical. You need to get in physical shape as fast as possible and maintain that, and then transfer that energy that you've built from getting jacked to then moving on and excelling in other areas of life so that you can be socially jacked, mentally jacked, spiritually jacked, financially jacked, right? All of these other aspects fall into the bottom category. You have to look at everything as almost like a ladder, right? Getting physically jacked is at the bottom. And this is why a lot of people overlook it, because they don't see the immediate ROI on it. Besides just changing the way that their body looks, they tend to wait until it's too late. But you need to take preventative measures in your physical foundations so that you can build that up and you have that base, and then you can stack other areas of that base. See, once I got physically jacked was when I decided I needed to get into business. And business became significantly easier because my communication became a lot easier, because I was confident in myself, because my brain was functioning at an optimal level, because my body was functioning at an optimal level, right? And then you have to understand the spiritual side of things. I was able to then dive into spiritual practices, make sure that, I had a great connection with God and connect God with everything that I was doing, because at the end of the day, you have to show God the beauty of his creation, of its creation. And to do that, you need to get in elite shape. You need to get jacked, right? And I know what a lot of people are going to say, oh, getting jacked isn't everything. You don't need to get jacked, or you're not jacked. I get it. It's subjective. Being jacked is subjective. But at the end of the day, being jacked is getting towards becoming the best version of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, socially. Everything is in that umbrella. And that is my fitness philosophy. That's my health philosophy. Because you're going to get better sleep when you train hard, and you can go to sleep and your melatonin will start to work properly, and you'll be able to actually have full revitalizing sleep. Revitalizing, right? Vitality. You need to build your vitality through physical training first. Then you can dive into everything else. Everyone is spiritually blocked. Everyone is blocked even in their business because they are not in elite physical shape, to the point where they can learn what they need to learn for business, to the point where they can communicate with who they need to communicate for in business, to the point where they can't even sit still and pray to God because their mind is just wandering because their neurons aren't properly working. Their brain isn't properly functioning. See, training hard with your body physically will improve your brain elasticity, right? You will be able to learn concepts. And where people also get blocked on the other side of things, like I was mentioning before, they train extremely hard and they stay there and they don't challenge themselves in anything else, right? They don't take the lessons that they learned in the gym to then boost their vitality, to then learn everything else within life. So for you, the biggest thing you need to understand is, if you're at a point where maybe you're financially successful, you need to get physically successful. If you're the point where you're physically successful, take the lessons, take the energy that you've built from being physically successful to then transfer that over to every area of your life. This is why bodybuilders typically are not successful in other areas of life, because they've only over-indexed on one side of things, which is physically jacked. But they don't understand the overarching philosophy of being jacked. That means that you can handle every single situation in a proper way. You can literally excel in every area of life, and you will start to attract other people who do the same with you. See, aesthetics matter, even though people say it doesn't, because as the human being, the first thing that they do is they look at you, they see you. How do you present yourself? What confidence do you have? Is your chest broad enough and you're standing tall and your shoulders are nice and proportioned to where you show dominance, right? This is peak vitality. You walk through, everything is slow, right? Everything is slow. The system that we live in is slow. Everyone's moving at a slow pace. People's vitality is at zero. Training hard, training your muscles, going hard in the gym is going to help you speed up your pace. and to speed up your pace physically, as well as speed up your pace from a business side and speed up your pace mentally and even spiritually, right? Because you're going to have that energy, you're going to have that desire to start tapping in with God because you are pleasing God. You're doing everything that God wants you to do as a human being, which is improving yourself to become the best version of yourself possible. And the best way to start is getting in the gym. It literally, again, I always say this, very high ROI activity, low investment opportunity. At most, you'll probably spend a couple $1,000s on a coach or a trainer to then help you get in shape faster. But if you do it on your own, it could take a few years, right? Which is fine. But at the end of the day, you need to get that done. That needs to be a check mark on your task list for your life. Because once you get that on autopilot, everything else will be easy. See, business is easy for me because I've already gotten jacked. I've already put in the work at the gym. Most people have not. Most people have not put the work in the gym. So they don't have that mental resiliency. They don't have that killer instinct, right? They don't have that confidence when they walk into a room to close a deal. They don't have the peak vitality that you need. See, vitality, again, is all about living life to its fullest, extracting all of the resources in life while also providing positive value to life. That is the whole idea of vitality. That's the whole idea of getting jacked. That's the jacked ideology that I bring to YouTube. I'm not your typical fitness influencer. I don't even like to call myself a fitness influencer. I like to just call myself as somebody who is looking to help you improve in all aspects of life. But I want to focus on the physical because most of you are not physically in shape. Most of you, when you look in the mirror, you hate what you see. You hate what you look at on a consistent basis and you want to make that change, but you haven't really understood the reason why you're making that change and how it could completely transform your entire life. It could completely transform the trajectory of your life. My life trajectory changed when I got jacked. Everything, doors started opening up for me. Everything started opening up for me, right? My relationships got a lot better because I was respected, right? I was respected and I was wanted. I was desired. See, women will love somebody who's desired by the masses. And I'm not saying you get jacked for women, but I'm telling you some of the benefits that you can get. And the only way that you can get those benefits is by putting in the work, is by dialing in on your nutrition, making sure that you're eating clean to where your face will start to glow. That is peak vitality, when your face glows. It's peak vitality when you walk into a room chest up and everyone sees you and your aura your energy is just on a different level. When you speak to somebody, you can form coherent sentences because your brain is functioning at an optimal level. These are all of the benefits that you will get by literally stepping in that gym day to day to day and forging the body of your dreams. It's not shallow. It's not something that's just a physical experience. It is a mental experience, a spiritual experience, a social experience. The people that you will meet at a gym, you will be surprised the high level people that you will find at a gym. Obviously, it depends on the location, right? Another thing with vitality and getting jacked is all about lifestyle, right? Where are you able to go? See, I can go to the most luxury gym possible and find a lot of great business owners, massive business owners who are worth millions, if not billions, and they will look at me as a beacon of inspiration because I'm jacked, I'm in shape, I look the part, and I speak the part because I've been able to develop other aspects of my life through being physically jacked, right? So make sure that's the bottom level of your foundation. Grow yourself physically, develop yourself, define yourself. Build the best body that you can while you're in this lifetime because it will literally change the whole entire paradigm of your life. So tap in with me. Links are in the description as well. If you're interested in training, nutrition, I have Training Grounds. That's my paid community for men who are looking to improve themselves physically and mentally. You get access to my private app. You can get in there. You can start to use some of my training programs. You'll have some of my nutrition programs as well. You'll be able to track your progress. You'll be able to track your sets, your reps. Everything will be in there within that community. And you will have a group of like-minded men looking to pursue the jacked lifestyle, right? So I appreciate you for tapping into this video. I hope this inspired you. And I hope these jacked videos are teaching you a little bit more of the esoteric truths about fitness and health, because it literally is the foundation for everything. So conquer the world, conquer your life, conquer yourself, and I will catch you on the next video.